What are the most reliable vehicles of 2024? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. I'm going to share the most reliable vehicles that you can buy that receive the highest scores in the latest Consumer Reports reliability study. The reliability data is based on 330,000 vehicles from 2000 to 2023. 20 different trouble areas are looked at to determine an overall score out of 100. So let's get the list started with the first vehicle that came at number 10, and that is the Acura RDX. The RDX earned a reliability score of 80 points out of 100. It also performed really well in the road test and with owner satisfaction. This one's not a huge surprise to see. Acura generally does have a very good reputation for reliability, and given that the RDX hasn't really been changed too much since 2019, any issues that it would have had have now been sorted. The 2-liter engine has proven to be really solid, and Acura build quality is normally above average, so this is an excellent small SUV to consider if you want something with a little bit of sportiness and luxury. The vehicle that came in the number 9 spot, however, did come as a surprise to me, and that is the BMW X5. Surprisingly, the X5 scored 82 points out of 100 for reliability. It also had a really high road test score of 94 out of 100 and a 5 out of 5 for owner satisfaction. Now, BMWs are generally known for being problematic and expensive to repair past the warranty period. But like the RDX, the X5 hasn't changed a whole lot in a number of years, so BMW has had plenty of time to sort out any kinks. Moreover, the B58 inline 6-cylinder engine that's used in the X5 has now been around since 2015, and the 8-speed ZF transmission is also very solid, so this is a surprisingly reliable drivetrain. Now, long-term reliability and repairs out of warranty are still likely going to be high, but if you have a big budget and want a really nice high-end SUV, the X5 is pretty solid. I would certainly have a lot more confidence though with the next vehicle that came in the number 8 spot, and that is the Subaru Forester. The Forester had a reliability score of 82 points out of 100. It also had a really high road test score of 90 out of 100 and a 4 out of 5 for owner satisfaction. Subaru owners are known for keeping their vehicles a very long time, and Subaru often proudly advertises how the vast majority of their vehicles are still on the road well after 10 years, because they are that well made. Now, the Forester is not the fanciest SUV, but it is a rock-solid choice if you want something that's safe, practical, and really capable. And the next vehicle that came in the number 7 spot is the Lexus UX 250h. The UX earned a reliability score of 84 points out of 100. It also had a very high road test and owner satisfaction score as well. As it turns out, the UX was the highest rated Lexus model for reliability in the entire Consumer Report study. Now, even though the UX is technically a crossover, it is very small and tight inside, really more of a hatchback than a proper crossover. But if that doesn't really concern you, this is a really well-made, fuel-efficient, premium vehicle that's not going to cost you a lot to own in the long run. And the next vehicle that came in the number 6 spot is the Toyota Prius. The Prius earned a reliability score of 84 points out of 100. It also had very high road test and owner satisfaction scores as well. The Prius was my choice for the best car of the year, and its superb reliability is just one part of its amazing formula. Very few cars have a lower cost of ownership than the Prius. It is extremely fuel efficient, reliable, and inexpensive to run and maintain. What more could you really ask for? It's just a great car, and I'm thrilled to see it make the list. And next up in the number 5 spot, we have the Toyota RAV4. The RAV4 earned a reliability score of 80 points out of 100. And the RAV4 Prime did even better with a reliability score of 84 points out of 100, with really high road test and owner satisfaction scores as well. The RAV4's amazing reputation for reliability is part of what has helped make it the best-selling passenger vehicle in North America. Most consumers just don't want any headaches or repair nonsense, and you're likely not going to get many with the RAV4. Interestingly, the RAV4 Prime, which is the plug-in hybrid version, turned out to be the most reliable one, but the regular RAV4 and the RAV4 Hybrid also had very high scores as well. So whichever one you pick, you're not going to go wrong with this SUV. And the next vehicle that came at number 4 is the Honda HR-V. The HR-V earned a very impressive reliability score of 85 points out of 100. And as it turns out, the HR-V is the most reliable Honda model of the entire Consumer Report study. A big part of that is its consistency and its simplicity. Honda hasn't really taken any risks with the HR-V. It has a very simple and durable, naturally aspirated K-Series 2-liter engine that will basically last forever. And it shares most of the same parts with the Honda Civic, another reliable model, so there really isn't much that can go wrong with the HR-V. It's just a great small SUV. Before we get to the top 3, remember, if you enjoy and get value out of this video, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications. And now it's time to get into the top 3 most reliable vehicles of 2024. And the one that came in the number 3 spot is the Toyota 4Runner. The 4Runner earned a very impressive reliability score of 87 points out of 100. And although it had very high owner satisfaction, interestingly, it didn't have a very high road test score, only 53 out of 100, which I guess has something to do with how old the 4Runner is. Its reliability should really come as no surprise to anybody. It has consistently been ranked as one of the most durable, longest lasting vehicles that one can buy. Toyota has maintained the same simple, trouble-free formula for over 15 years now, so no vehicle on sale today is more well sorted than this one. It's not the most sophisticated or luxurious SUV, but if you want an absolutely rock-solid SUV that's going to last you until the end of time, this is the one to have. And the next vehicle that came in the runner-up spot at number 2 is the Toyota Camry. The Camry received a very impressive reliability score of 87 points out of 100. It also had an extremely high road test score of 94 out of 100 and an owner satisfaction rating of 4 out of 5. The Camry earned the highest score of almost any vehicle in the entire study, and I'm really not surprised to see why. There is a reason why these vehicles are often used as taxis, where they rack up 300, even 400,000 miles with ease. So reliability is an expectation with these vehicles. And the hybrid version earned an even higher score than the regular Camry, which is a great thing, considering that the all-new 2025 Camry is going to be hybrid only. But as impressive as the Camry is, there is one other vehicle that did beat it for the number 1 spot, and that vehicle is the Subaru Crosstrek. I have to admit, this one did come as a surprise. The Crosstrek managed a very impressive reliability score of 99 points out of 100, which means that basically nothing went wrong with these vehicles with their owners. Now certainly, the Crosstrek is known for being a very reliable vehicle, but having a score so close to perfect was really interesting to see. Subaru just introduced an updated Crosstrek for 2024, but given that the mechanicals have not changed, I would expect to see strong reliability moving forward for this model. So if you want a long-lasting, small crossover SUV, this is a really great choice. Now I know many of you are probably wondering, where is this vehicle and where is that vehicle? Well, there were many other vehicles that also performed extremely well for reliability that are also worth mentioning. Firstly, there's Lexus, where every single Lexus model earned a reliability score between 70 to 80 points out of 100, which is higher than any other car brand. Toyota also performed extremely well, even though they had 20 different models that were tested, a higher number than any other car brand. Every single one of their models earned a score above average or well above average for reliability, with the exception being the Tundra, which merely earned a score of average. Mazda was also another really strong performer. Every single Mazda model earned a score above average for reliability, with a score between 70 to 80 points out of 100. And the same is true of Porsche. Even though they only had 2 models that were tested, the Macan and the Cayenne SUVs, both of them were rated above average with a score between 70 to 80 points. A few other models that did surprisingly well include the Ford Maverick, the Nissan Ariya electric crossover, and the Audi A5, all of which earned an above average score for reliability. When it comes to Hyundai and Kia, these brands were really a mixed bag. Although they did have one or two models that did get a score above average, the vast majority of their lineups merely earned an average score for reliability. So there you have it. Let me know what you thought of these choices and which of them would you consider buying. Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can also check out my other videos by clicking these links over here. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. And if you need additional car buying advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, make sure to visit carhelpcan.com. Thanks so much for watching and see you next time.